Hi guys, and welcome to our new webinar here live on YouTube here on SabioTrade. I'm really happy to have you here in this wonderful show. It's another trading day, it's another education day, and today is a very special day because today I want to open the secret box of recognizing trends. And today we have a special topic. Just let me see live stream here about the topic to recognize the real trends. So just a second. How to decode market trends using advanced techniques. Today, I want to show you the one and only technique, how to draw and how to recognize and how to decode a trend. I will be glad if you join with me this session. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type it into the chat box. I can see it here. Just see here on SabioTrades. Here we go. I can see. Yeah, I just check on the other side of the tech if the technique is working, and it is. So feel free to get in touch with me whenever you have any questions. Feel free. But first of all, I want to say thank you to SabioTrade that we can do this together for free for you guys. And as you see, we do a lot of effort to educate you, to give you the real chance to get the assessment and the challenges here on SabioTrade. So our special topic today is how to decode market trends using advanced techniques. And if you followed my last webinars and the last videos, which you can just use in the SabioTrade YouTube channel, then you know my education style a little bit different because I don't make any advertisement, I don't make any marketing gags or something like that. No, my job is to educate you in a special way you can use for your own trading and you can use to become successful with trading. And I'm a trend follower. When does trend following start, or when did trend following start? 1879. Mr. Charles Dow and Edward Jones figured out by watching the market that trading does not differ from any kind of other business. There is a product, whatever it is, at that time, just shares, big companies. This product, this share costs something, and the price is moving by supply and demand, by volume of supply and demand. No more, no less. That's all. So prices arise when we have more volume on the buyer side, and price is falling if we have more volume on the seller side. And that's all. So how you can make money with that? Just only on two ways. The first one is you're big enough to influence the price because it's your market, it's your shop, then you can. If you are a private trader, I guess you cannot. Then you have to work with probabilities. And probabilities means, ladies and gentlemen, you need to have a strategy. The point and the good news in trading is that in trading there is the strategy already given. You don't have to find a strategy. The strategy in trading is already there. Because what's the strategy in trading? Like in any other business, same, buy cheap and sell expensive. So let me share my screen. No, that's the wrong one. So that's the right one. Here we go. That's the right one. Here we go. So here you can see that's a share. That's the slide. Yeah, that's the homepage of SabioTrade. So when we talk about this topic, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to have a strategy, then you don't need to find a strategy in trading because the strategy in trading is already given, which means buy cheap, sell expensive, or sell expensive, buy back cheaper. Yeah, that's the strategy which is working in trading. What you need is rules. You need an approach when you get in to buy cheap and when to get out to sell expensive, and when to sell expensive to get in and when to get out to buy back cheap. For that, you need rules. You need an approach when to get in and when to get out. So don't mix it. Don't listen to all the other people in YouTube and Facebook. This is the best strategy. This is the perfect strategy. This strategy brings you 100%. It's marketing. It's advertisement. Because think logically. I beg you, think logically. If you are a trader, then you do trading. There is a government, there is a trade department, there is a trade minister, there is a trade ministry. So trading means there is a product, the product costs something, and the only way to make money with the product is if you buy cheap and sell expensive. And in trading, it's different. It's the vice versa also. You can sell expensive and buy back cheaper, which means you go short. Long, buy cheap, sell expensive. Short, sell expensive, buy back cheap. That's a strategy. And now we need an approach. We need rules to get in and to get out. And rules means you can answer the 5 logical questions, which means what to do, how, when, where, and why. Why is this so important, ladies and gentlemen? There is a special reason based on the fact that trading means there is a price and the price is developing by the volume. We talk about mathematics in trading, not perception, not feelings, not something else, just about mathematics. So, and that means you need a mathematic edge. Every time you make a decision based on emotions, you cannot make money because trading means mathematics. So there's always asking the same question. What is it? 2 plus 2. You know it's 4. And even you text 4 and you give the answer 4, sometimes the teacher gives you a bad grade and sometimes you get a good one. But whenever you give the wrong answer because about your feelings, like, last time I text all the time 4, but I got a bad result from my teacher. No, next time I just say 3. How will you get a good result? It's not possible. Huh? I need the right word good grade. Exactly, that was the point. Yeah. So now, how can you avoid to make emotional decisions? By focusing on the 5 magic questions. What should I do, or what I have to do at the right edge of the chart? Right. We are right. We don't live in the past. We're living in the present. We have to make decisions for the future. but we cannot look into the future. We are living in the present, right now, right edge of the chart. There we have to make the decisions. So what do I have to do? How do I have to do? When, where, and why? And whenever you cannot answer those 5 magic questions, you are forced from your brain, neuroscience, from your brain to make emotional decisions. Because when you cannot answer a question, you feel uncertainty. You feel uncomfortable. You feel unsure. And then you make emotional decisions, and then it's not working in trading. That's the point. So, one of the most simple approaches ever is the trend following system, which means you see a trend, you recognize, you decode a trend. Then you were waiting until we are in the correction, and then you buy or you sell when you go short, and then you follow the trend. It's simple. Yeah. I give you an example. Today here on SabioTrade, I can show you. So actually, so you see, we have a huge downtrend, huge downtrend. But today we started with 2 minus trades. Yeah, I can show you positions, trading history. You see, today here the first 2 parts, the first trades were losses. Yeah, because the trend on the upper side were here not continuing. We had an uptrend, but we saw 2 false breakouts. So 2 minus trades, technically correct. Yeah. But then we had the downtrend, and then we followed the downtrend, and you see where we are right now, and you see the huge profit. This is the way how you can master your assessments, how you can master your challenges. How cool is that? So, as a trend follower, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know in the first place how to decode the trends. And we don't talk about market trends. We don't talk about AI, or this one, what's the best market? No, we talk about trends and how to decode the trends to make money with that. Now you are in a really preferred and in a preferred position, because today I show you how to draw the trend in a logical way. Normally, this is a part of my payable online logic course. But today, as my students here on SabioTrade, I open the box for you and I show you how to draw the trend in a logical way. I hope you are as excited as me and you want to follow me there. Okay, let's see. And we start with the question, where does the trend come from? And why our time frames are a pure illusion? We go back into the absolutely source code. So the source code, ladies and gentlemen, is the order book. Yeah, I give you an example. So look, whenever you want to make a trade, right? Whenever you want to make a trade, yeah, what are you doing? So for example, I say, okay, here in SabioTrade, for example, yeah, I want to buy. Yeah, so then you type in the price where you want to buy. Let me open just my drawing tool. Oh, here we go. There is my drawing tool. So first of all, as you can see, you have to type in where you want to buy, which means you need a price. Then maybe where the price of the close, yeah, the where you want to go out, and maybe where you want to go out when you are in profit. So, what's the next one? The next one is the quantity. How many contracts you want to buy or sell. So, what happens here at that point? Simple. You send two numbers to the broker. You send two numbers to SabioTrade. The price where you want to go in and where you want to go out. Just the price. And you send the volume. How much? How many contracts? No one is asking you about your reason. No one is asking you about why you want to buy or sell. No one is asking that because no one cares. Because the job of SabioTrade is to take your numbers and bring it into the order book and keep in balance supply and demand. That's all. Yeah. That's all what we have to do. Okay. So where does it go? The moment you push the button to send, two numbers get to SabioTrades and they bring it into the order book. The order book, for example, is this one. That's the order book. So, and as you can see, yeah, what you can see in the order book, just numbers, right? No reason why, no name, no something else, just numbers. In the middle, you see the price. On the left side, you see the buyer volume. On the right side, you see the seller volume. And that's all. And the task and the job of SabioTrade or any other broker is to keep in balance supply and demand to create the new price. This is the order book. After the order book, and by the way, people used to say, yeah, the order book is manipulated. Yeah, of course it is. And you and me, we do the same. We are manipulating the order book. And maybe you might say, oh, not me, not me. I don't do that. Yeah, of course you do that. You know why? And you know how? Of course. Imagine you set a pending order. There I want to sell, there I want to buy. And you send it to SabioTrades. And then it's in the order book. And a couple of minutes later, you say, oh, no, I don't want to make this trade again. And then you delete the order. So then it's not longer to find the order book. Then you have manipulated the order book because someone saw your order and thought they can use it to buy or sell, and then you delete it. You all manipulated the order book. This is not manipulating, guys. This is like in any other job, in any other business, or if you have a shop and you have flowers and you want to sell flowers, yeah, and you make a big advertisement and you say, today I have to sell flowers and roses, yeah, and after a couple of hours you say, no, today, oh, the roses are done and they are not looking like, they don't look pretty. I delete it and bring it back to the stock. And people come and they say, where are the roses? You said in the advertisement this morning I can buy roses. Yes or no, I delete, I decide different. So you manipulated the market by putting in and delete it again. So it's not manipulating, it's normally, yeah. So, but after the order book, and now it's going to be interesting, is this one here. And this is the time and sales list. And the time and sales list, no one can manipulating anymore. Why? It's the execution. Yeah. Whenever the order book or the broker has found a new price by keeping in balance supply and demand, then you see at that price, one contract at that time were purchased. Yeah. Or at this price, at this time, one contract were sold or bought. which means were purchased. That's the time and sales list. And the interesting part at this point is after a new price were settled, trading is done. Let me repeat this. Once the exchange or the broker kept in balance both supply and demand and were developing a new price, and it's settled by the date, by the time, how many, one's contract, and which price. Trading is done. It's over. When there is a new price, the job of the exchange is done. There comes nothing afterwards. Absolutely nothing. And that was the beginning, 1879, at the blackboard at the wall, where a young man is standing on the ladder and was writing the numbers with white calc at the board. There was no charts. Charts came up many, many years later. That's the beginning and the end of any kind of trading, ladies and gentlemen. So the question is now, where does the charts come from? Yeah, it's simple. Just about computer technique. So, and now I open the first chart. The first chart here, I make it really big. Here you can see the first chart, ladies and gentlemen, is the so-called tick chart, which means whenever we had one purchase here, 18,532 contra points or dollars or euros, in this case it's FDAX, yeah, at 6:22 6 p.m. 6:22 and 14 seconds, one contract, which means there is one tick. Just one visible tick. Yeah? Always you see one tick at that price, a second tick at that price, a couple of purchases at exactly that price. Just a visible tick, just to see it, has no meaning. It's just one contract, yeah, or here, for example, 4 contracts, yeah, or 2, or where is a higher number, you see, no, just not just here 3, purchase 3 contracts, yeah, here 3, for example, 3 contracts, so 3 ticks. We call it the visible legacy of the order book. So the tick chart is the visible legacy of the order book. No more, no less. No time frame, no trends, no strategy, nothing. So the first visible legacy is the tick chart. And you see, there is no time frame. There are no candles. There are no lines. There are no indicators. Nothing like that. It's just a pure tick. So just a moment, I have to draw my stop loss because it's a real trade. Just a little bit here. Okay, so can we see a trend here right now? Not in this setting. What we can do. So you can see, for example, here, very interesting. Look, you see that? So 6 and 5 contracts. You see, 2, 4, 6 contracts sold. Just 6 ticks. Visible legacy of the order book. So do you see a trend here right now? Do you see a trend? No, you see not. You cannot see a trend. To see a trend, now look at my chart. Look at my chart. I just scroll and give more history. You see what happens? You see what happens? Oh my goodness, you see? Can you see it right now? with more history. Now you see exactly a trend. And now here comes the big mistake. If we decode, sorry, just a moment. If we want to decode the trend, you cannot work with perception or with such terms like, oh, this is the big trend. Oh, this is the medium trend. This is what people are doing. Yeah, look, they scroll in and then they're trying to decode the trend by doing this. Oh, look, that's a big trend. Oh, look, that's a big trend. Or they used to say, oh, okay, no, go a little bit inside. And you see, no. You see, this is that's a kind of medium trend. You see, it's a medium trend. Yeah. Or maybe you can see there, you look, there's a small trend. Guys, such terms like big, medium, or small, it's a kind of perception. It comes from you, has nothing to do with the fact. It comes from you. The term big is your perception. Ask your wife. She will tell you what is big and what is not big. Yeah? Or your girlfriend. She will tell you, believe me. So it's a kind of perception. Guys, the order book trading is not working with perception. There are just numbers. So, which means we have high points and low points. Look, we have a high point, a starting point, then the correction starts going down, then going up, and going down, and going up. So, how we can know that? Simple. Look, why does the price turns around exactly here? Yeah, because about the order book. Because exactly at that price, sellers were not willing to sell cheaper. Which means exactly at that price, not maybe, not could be, not perhaps, no, exactly at that price, because the tick chart is the visible legacy of the order book, ladies and gentlemen. And that means exactly at that price, the order book kept in balance and turns around volume, supply and demand. And this happens exactly at that price. At that price, buyers were not willing to buy higher, more expensive. Exactly at that price, exactly at that price, and exactly at that price. So there is no big trend. There is no medium trend. There is no small trend. No, the order book shows you where are the highs and the lows. So that's the first point you need to know if you want to decode, a trend. So now you see everything starts in the order book. And it doesn't matter if you have the DAX, if you have euro dollar, if you have whatever there is, it's always the same. The product starts with the price and the volume in the order book. So the question is, where does, let me see. So where does my charts come from? Where does this here, what you can see all here on SabioTrade, for example, where does this come from? Let me go a little bit deeper. So where does this picture come from? From you. From you. Why is it? Yeah, because it's my setting. It has nothing to do from the order book. I say I say what I want to see. Look, I can open here to, for example, here the chart type. I can say, no, I want to see bars. Then you see the bars. No one cares. It has nothing to do with trading. It's just your settings, what you want to see. You can see, now show me the lines. I want to see just the trend. I just want to see the lines. So it's up to you. You can say, no, I want to see candles. Yeah? For example, I want to see normal candles. Yeah. Or you can say, no, I want to, for me, it's easier to see just a trend. I work with Heikinashi. Yeah. So the time frame, who cares? Look, there, there is no time frame. In the original trading, the tick chart, there is no time frame. Who is creating the time frame? Yeah, it's you. Because trading has nothing to do with any time frames. Hourly chart for a no. What you say in that moment is kind of simple. You say, no, that's too quick for me. That's too quick. I want to see what happens in the order book during the last 5 minutes. So your software, like SabioTrade, look, they do the following thing. They say, okay, from 550 until 555, the price was going up. In that 5 minutes, we have more volume on the buyer side than on the seller side. And from 555 until 6, you see, for example, just rough, we have more volume on the seller side than on the buyer side, so the price was going down. So who creates the time frame? Yeah, it's you. Because you say to your used software, please show me 1 hourly chart. That has nothing to do with trading, ladies and gentlemen. It has absolutely nothing to do with trading. The trading does not work with time frames. You can choose the time frame you want to see. And in that way, you used to say, okay, I want to see what happened in 1 hourly chart, in 1 hour. Is this also because new candle going to open? Exactly. So when you say, I want to see the 5-minute chart, every 5 minutes opens a new candle. It doesn't matter if you use Heikinashi or something else. The same in hourly chart. In forex chart, it's your choice. It has nothing to do with trading. It's your choice. You say what you want to see. The expression, the chart, like, for example, like here in normal Heikinashi, and here you can see you can set in your time frame. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah. And of course, yeah. And of course, you can also say, no, that's too quick for me. I want to see it in 1 hourly chart. Yeah. So then one chart, one candle is 1 hour, which means you say to the order book, please show me what happens in 1 hour. And then the software is kind of pressing the volume of 1 hour in one candle, what you want to see. But the highs and lows are coming from the order book. So for example, I give you the same example. If you say, okay, I want to see 5 minutes, go up to 55. So where is the high and the low? Exactly. The order book shows you there is the low and there is the high. And if there is no higher high, then this is your very first trend arm. Yeah. And the moment the price is going higher than the last high, then you have a trend continuation until the next correction, until the next move. So it's not, oh, that's the big trend. No, the order book shows you when the price turns around. So when you press the volume in a specific time frame, then the lows and the highs coming from the order book. Like you can see here, for example, going back because I'm trading here in 5-minute chart because we do intraday trading. We do intraday trading in our Know-how community. Yeah. So how to draw the trend? Simple. Look, starting here, that was the low, that was the high. Exactly at that 2 points, the price turned around. Then you have to see where is the next turning point. Next turning point was here. You see, no lower low, no, and then the price is going up. So there the price turns around and going down. And then it's going up to exactly that price. There was no higher price there. So there turns the price. And then you see there was the last low. And then you see, haha, by the way, we open the trade exactly there, as you can see. And then, oh my goodness, where is the last low? Here is the last low. Because then the correction starts at that point. People were not willing to sell lower, which means more buyer volume coming to the market, which pushes the price up exactly at that price. And then you see that was the last low, and then the price is going down to that low. And now this is the next low. And if the price is going lower, then we see a trend continuation. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how to draw the trend and how to decode the trend. And we don't talk about, oh, that's the medium trend, oh, that's the small trend. No, we're talking about one trend. And in another case, we just have a corrective trend, no more nor less. I'll show you an example. Show you example. Look, people make a big mistake. If they say, look, this is maybe, that's the trend. Look, that's the trend. No, it's not. Of course not. Because you need to see where does the price turns around, about the volume, ladies and gentlemen. And for that, you have to go deeper. So I make an example that you can learn how to decode, how to recognize the trend. So we start, look, we start at the lowest point, exactly there. Look, there was no lower price. And this is, for example, 6-hourly chart, which means one candle, this is Heikinashi. Yeah, it's easier to draw the trend because market noisy and something else. But you can also use normal candles. But to draw the trend, it's easier. The prices are the same. Prices are the same. The turning points are exactly the same. But it's easier to draw the trend and to recognize and decode the trend. So exactly at that one candle means 6 hours. And you see, red candle means that was the low, that was the opening, and that was the close. And red means, okay, there was more volume on the seller side than the buyer side. So exactly at that price, the price turns around. Because exactly at this price, 183330, more buyers come back into the market. So there we start. So where's the high? Where does the correction start? Simple. when you don't see a next higher price. So you see the price was going up to that high, and you see, the next candle closes lower. That means at that level, no more buyers anymore. So which means I have a helpful tool. I take a horizontal line there because at that level, the next trend continuation take place. So where does the correction start ends? First of all, I need to know where is the trend continuation. Where do I higher highs than the previous high? It's there. And you see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 higher prices than the turning point. Yeah? So, and then you can see, okay, look, there was the correction ends. Exactly there. There was the volume on the buyer side higher again than on the seller side. So, and then the next movement starts, and where is the end? Of course, you can see it when there is no higher price. Where is no higher price? Exactly there. So, that's the next move. And now you have the first valid trend. Now you take the horizontal line to bring it there to see where are the next closes. You see that spike? You can see it? That's the trick of the market. That's the big trick of the market. They catch the stops there. And to the market want to see if there are more buyers or not. You see the big trick. That's why we talk about the Tom Sawyer trick. This is what you learn in my online logic course, by the way. So, and then at the last turning point there, at the last turning point, the correction was coming to an end. At that point, a trend will break. So, how we can continue? We need now a trend continuation at that point. So, let's see. Where is the price going on? So you see going up, up, and down. You see always the tricks. No closes above. No closes. We need 3 closes above. At least 3 closes that we have a confirmation that the volume is strong enough that the price is going up. You see the trick? Always the tricks. I love Heikinashi because it filters the market for the false breakout. So you see the big trick always. Now, 1, 2, 3. Now we have a trend continuation. Yeah. And now we can set the last turning point. Where was the deepest price between the last high and the next one? It's exactly there, which means there is your next trend on. And now you can trail your horizontal line to that point because there the trend will break now. So let's see when the next correction starts. Let's see. When is no higher high? Big one. So you see, there was no higher high, and there is the end of the move. There is the end of the move, and you see, that's the next trend arm. Guys, this is how to decode a trend. Not with the big one or medium one or that bullshit. No, the prices of the order book gives you the highs and the lows. Okay, so trail the line here to the next high because we need 3 closes above. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, you see trick, 1 close, 2 close, 3 closes. So now we have a trend continuation. Where was the turning point? The deepest low. The deepest low, that was here. Look, that was the deepest low. And now we need to find the next higher high. So you see, Heikinashi, if you see a change of color, then you know the volume turns around on the volume side, so on the seller side. So, which means there is new high. And then you take your horizontal line to that high because then we need for trend continuation 3 closes above. And you can trail your horizontal line to the next low. because there the trend will break. So let's see what's going on. Nothing. Oh, first close, second close, but not the third one. It's a trick. It's a trick of the market. Yeah, they catch the people, they force break out here. Three closes. Oh, and now on the lower side. No on the lower side. No close, just a trick. One close. You see the trick on the lower side too? I love it. That's how to decode the trade, guys. So you see, trick down, trick up. So let's see what happens. Again, the trick. One close, but not the second one. Again, a trick. How lovely. Next close, third, and now we have three closes. And that means now the trend is broken. Yeah, three candles, three closes above or below the trend continuation point or the trend break point. Yeah, so this is, ladies and gentlemen, how to decode a trend. That was my part. Oh, my position is still running. I love it. Yeah. So I saved 149 dollars today. Yeah, maybe we see a trend continuation. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't care. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was my part for today. If you want to learn more, yeah, then open an assessment here on SabioTrade. Frenchman, the time frame doesn't matter. It's always the same. It's always, like I explained today, the time frame does not matter. If you're interested to learn, yeah, then go on my homepage, dowhow-trading.com, flash sale, and there you see the offers for my education, because this is just a little crapping or scratching on the surface today. Even with this session, you cannot learn how to draw the trend because there are many exceptions and we have to go deeper. Yeah, you cannot teach trading to yourself. It's not possible. Please learn that. And today I had a lovely call with a wonderful person from SabioTrade, and we are creating a completely new course for you if you open the challenge, and this will coming up in May. And I'm really happy. The next 4 weeks, I'm going to Bangkok to my Asia office, and they will see me next week in Bangkok. I would love to teach you with my online course or with my education, with the community. We do intraday trading, we do swing trading, everything based on trend following system. Guys, I want to say thank you very much. And I 100K with Sabio. This is great. We'll be going deeper. If you want to go deeper, then grab the course, come to my community, and I teach you to cope all your assessment challenges, because my students are also on SabioTrade. And if you work without any misdeeds, you can cope any challenges, believe me, because this is pure logic. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, and I hope you will have a lot of fun. And yeah, here we go. Thank you very much. Let me close this. And now I wish you a lovely evening. That was the last show for the moment. We create new projects. If you think we should continue with this video series, then maybe you can text to SabioTrades. You want to see Marcus more? Yeah, then I'm happy and we can do it together. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to SabioTrade. Thanks for your attention. As always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the logic be with you. See you next time.